Hello.
Hello. Hi, Kishore. Mm-hmm.
Hello. Yeah, hi,
Yeah,
sir.
hi.
Yeah,
Hi,
yeah.
Srikant.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, Venkat, you can start.
Yeah, sure. Sure. Hey, hi, Srikant. How are you?
Yeah, hi, Venkat. I am fine. I think he left, sir.
Yeah, Srikant. Sorry for, I think I said some network issue maybe that time.
Yeah,
Yeah, hi, Srikant.
yeah, hi, Venkat.
Yeah, hi. Through your resume. You have total 4.7 years. Mulesoft. Yeah, Srikant, tell me about your solution partially.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I am Srikanth. I graduated my engineering degree from the JNT Kakinada. I did my plus two in Vinyan Bharati Junior College. I am schooling at JPH High School. I have around 4.7 years of experience. In Mule, I have 3 years of experience, and remaining 1.7 years, I have ETL testing experience, and I have started my career as a ETL tester in L&T Infotech. Infotech. I have excellent ability to work in groups and individual as well as with minimum supervision. As a part of project, I have worked Mail 3 and Mail 4. I worked all the phase in design development and deployment. In the design, I have worked in RAML, and in the development, I have worked the flow, subflow, and exception strategies, data view, and batch processing. In the deployment, I will deploy the application using Jenkins and are maintained by the DevOps. Uh, and I completed data migration from Mail 3 to Mail 4 in 90 days. I rewarded for the same. Right now, I am working with the National Highway project. Uh, yeah, in the National Highway project, we will check repair or damaged vehicle list and store the vehicle ID, telephone ID into the database. It will help them for the audit purpose.
Yes.
For that,
Wait,
we are
Srikant.
doing this project.
Wait, Srikant. What is your current project?
National Highway project, National Highway Vehicle project.
But you can mention in the resume it's a banking domain project. It's a JP Morgan.
Yeah, yeah. This project I didn't mention, I think.
No, no. Right now you are saying right. You are doing your current project related to some retail project, right? But you are mentioning that project is a banking domain. Okay, fine. You can proceed.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, continue, Srikant. Whatever you thought.
Yeah, yeah. In this project, actually, we will check the like repaired and damaged vehicle list and store the vehicle ID and telephone ID into the database for the audit purpose. Right now, I am doing this project.
Okay. You are right now.
Yeah.
What is the source and target systems in your current project?
Yeah, so it's actually they are providing raw data. Based on that, we are going to fetch the vehicle ID and telephone ID, and after that we will upload insert the data into the DB, SQL DB.
Okay. Okay, okay, fine. But where you are getting that raw data, in a file format or in a plot files or
Yeah,
in
yeah, file format only. CSV.
file format? Okay, in which location they are keep that files?
Like we have super server, some client they are providing the share path. Under that we will take the
Mhm.
data.
Can directly access. You have they are apply any protocols for that.
No, no, no. They will. They only need to provide the access for that one. Then,
Mhm. Which format that files? I mean, it's a JSON or
yeah,
in Excel or whatever.
yeah, JSON only.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any limitation to fetch that file size or some like suppose in that storage, right? Suppose you have 1 GB file, how can you fetch? Basically, we have limitations in a file folder, right? We are fetching the files based on the limitation. How can you design? You got my point, right? I mean,
Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
in folder, right? They can maintain the many files, like is a one 5 MB files, 15 MB based on the data that will be vary the size, right? Suppose we have the 1 GB file in a source side. How can you pick?
Mm.
Okay, leave it. Uh, and is there, I mean, which pattern you are using in a MuleSoft site for these APIs? I mean, you are maintaining any framework or any RAML? I mean,
Here there is no YAML design work. Directly, we are going to call they are providing some endpoints actually, like a vehicle API and telephone API.
Mhm.
Uh, so we are fetching the data from the those two URLs.
Any time intervals?
Sorry.
I mean, any time intervals to pick the files, right? Every 1 hour or every 5 hours. I mean, we have any particular window to pick the files. How we can basically, right, in that folder, right, they can keep the files, right? I mean, in
Yeah,
MuleSoft point of view, how we can pick? It's a any time interval or why I'm asking is it's you are using any framework or API, right? Suppose they are keep the files first 1 hour 100 files. After 2 hours, they can keep 300 files. How can you manage to transport that files? That's my question. That point of view can maintain any time interval or I mean not your I mean your client or something they can mention, right? We need to pick the files from every 2 hours or every 3 hours.
yeah. We will by using the scheduler, we are going to fetch the data.
Mhm.
Like every 1 hour, we'll set some fixed frequency timings. So based on that, it will fetch the data.
Mhm. All are JSON files only, or you have any other type of files?
Right now, JSON files only.
Okay. Here
Yeah.
one question. Okay. Suppose, yeah, what I asked last 5 minutes back, right? Suppose we have 5 MB files, 10 MB files. Okay. How can you fetch base size files? Like, suppose I want to pick only 5 MB files
Okay.
for every 2 hours. For every 24 hours, I want to pick more than 5 MB files. How can you configure in a cron frequency?
Uh, by using the choice condition,
No, no, no. Choice will be work once the trigger will be on, right?
okay. Yeah.
But here case, right? You are using SFTP file transfer, right? How can you apply that cron frequency here? I mean, SFTP is also one of the source, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then how can you configure a cron frequency? Both are in one place. Basically, you have, right? Okay. In file connector, right? We have two options. Okay. One
Oh,
is for to trigger that folder with the SFTP connector. In same time, we have the start delay time option. Okay. In
Okay.
that place, we need to maintain the time. I mean, every 2 hours or every 3 hours, we need to trigger that folder and we need to fetch the files from the particular path, right? That point of view, we need to configure those timings. Okay. Cron
Okay.
frequency is the different. Cron frequency is to trigger the application whenever we want. It's not check the folder or maybe just it will be wake up that application, whatever we have. That
Okay.
point of view, you are using the cron frequency. Okay. Okay. And what is your target system?
Yeah, database.
Database, I mean SQL or Oracle or Hive or what?
SQL.
What are the properties you are configuring in that point of view? I
Yeah,
mean,
like
what are the properties we need required to connect that database? Like we have schema, table, right? Like that way.
yeah, the database and username and password, um, port number,
Mm-hmm. That are
the
enough.
that host and everything client will provide. So
Yeah, basically, right. In JDBC driver, I mean SQL driver, right? First, we need to allow to connect the driver like a database. That point of view, first we need require the driver and host. Okay. Once it will allow to connect that driver, right? We will use our credentials and we can call that schema.
okay,
Okay. SQL schema. In that schema, we are maintaining the tables. Okay.
okay.
That is the target system. The how we are connecting your SQL database. Okay. How can you insert the data and directly in? I mean in database. Basically, you are sending the files with a JSON format, right?
Yeah,
How
yeah,
can you keep that files in that target? Do you have maintain any doing any operation in a Mulesoft side or
yeah. We are doing some operation actually by using the listener. We are going to send the some request data like a
no,
job
no.
ID.
My question here is, I mean that is, I mean the database team they will provide endpoints or they will provide the details properties. How you are connecting to target system? My
Endpoints only.
endpoints. Then they cannot allow to connect the directly to the DB. Okay.
Yeah,
Then we are saying right. You can okay, fine. Okay, that's fine. You are added any? I mean, they are added any security policies?
yeah. Like client ID and client secret and rate limiting policy and IP blocks.
Mhm. Okay, that is your current project, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Any features you are added like in notification point of view or some extra? Okay, one more question in that project. What type of
Okay.
exception handling you are following in that project? I mean, exception handling. We have many types, right? Global, common error handling, global exception handling.
Yeah, global exception handling.
How you are configured? And I mean, once you get the file, right, you are validated anything in a MuleSoft side? I mean, which one is the valid file, which one is not a valid file? You are
Yeah,
validated, right?
yeah, yeah.
How can yeah, how can you validate that file?
Yeah, for that, I'm saying we will take one listener. We are going to send the request data in that the job IDs. Here, what happened means if the vehicle is repaired or damaged means if like the condition it will check. If the condition satisfied means that message will send to the active MQ. After
I mean,
that,
okay, okay. I mean, ActiveMQ means you are using the ActiveMQ for queue mechanism point of view, right?
yeah,
Okay, before sending that message to queue, you are validating that message, right?
yeah.
How,
If,
I mean, they can provide any validation point of, they can provide any endpoint.
no,
How you are
actually,
validating? My doubt
yeah,
is, yeah, suppose you are getting one vehicle information like a Srikanth, you have the one vehicle. In that vehicle, you have some damages. Okay.
yeah.
How can we know? I mean, how can you know in Millsoft point of view? How can we validate
Yeah,
if
yeah.
this vehicle
I,
is damaged
I'm
or not?
saying. Yeah, one second. If the vehicle is damaged means if the condition was satisfied, it will store into the MQ1. So after that we
Sir,
will
exactly. I mean, if damaged one, it will be satisfied. How it will be valid? That's my question. I mean, we have any keys? I mean, we have any validation keys, or I mean, they are maintaining any endpoint to check the all conditions respective vehicle. How you can validate? We have any other API to call, and we are checking that. I mean, whatever the information is, it's a valid one or not. How you will?
yeah by calling the vehicle API.
Mhm.
Yeah, by
Okay.
passing
I
the
mean,
job
once you get
ID as
the
query parameter, here we
once
will get the
okay, once you get the JSON file from the source folder, and you can validate by using that endpoint. If it is a damage is fine, I mean, is happened, they get, I mean, you will get the success response from the validate endpoint.
yeah
Then only will insert that into database, right? That
yeah
database, right?
the vehicle ID, telephone ID. We will map into the database. After that, we will insert into the table.
Okay. In this point of view, how you are designing your APIs? It's any life cycle. I mean, that point of view, you are right now you are using some process API. In that process API, you are calling multiple endpoints. Every endpoint you
Mhm.
can maintain as a system API or something.
Yeah, system API only. Why? Because it is fetching the raw data, right?
Okay, suppose you are getting any error in the system API, how can you can handle it inside the process API? Suppose.
By using the try scope in processor level,
Mhm.
by using the try scope, we are going to manage that error situation.
Okay, okay, leave it. In your current project, you are using the queue mechanism, right? Any point MQ, right?
MQ, yeah,
Yeah, suppose you are planning to, I mean, the one validated message you are planning to send to the in queue and after queue to target system, right? In
yeah.
that case, sometimes your target system is down due to some server down or network issue. I mean, whatever it may be. Okay, how can you
Okay.
handle it? Once, I mean, as a real time
Yeah,
scenario point, right? We can say we can once we keep that message in queue, right? Definitely, we need
okay.
to process that message to target system,
Yeah.
right? How can you can handle?
Yeah, yeah, I can use the actually I can use the object stores actually.
No, no, no. Object store is just nothing but to store the temporary keys or temporary values, small size memories. Actually, you have 5 MB file. Okay, you are processing that to queue. Okay, once in that queue, right? Again, we are calling that queue by using the subscriber, any point subscriber, right? So you can process that message subscriber to target system. In that case, in this meantime, our target system will be we are not able to connect to the target system. In that point of how can you handle that message? Definitely we need to send that message to target, right? Once we pick the receive the message from source. Srikanth Telugu na? Hello? 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 Hello?
Yeah, yeah,
యా శ్రీకాంత్ తెలుగేనా మీరు?
yeah, yeah.
యాక్చువల్‌గా నేనేం అడుగుతున్నానంటే, ఇప్పుడు మీరు క్యూస్ వాడుతున్నారు. క్యూలో ఒక మెసేజ్ పెట్టారు. అది నీకు టార్గెట్ సిస్టమ్‌కెళ్ళాలి. ఇన్ ద మీన్ టైమ్ టార్గెట్ సిస్టమ్ మనకు డిస్కనెక్ట్ అయింది. డ్యూ టు అనేబుల్ టు కనెక్ట్ దట్ సిస్టమ్. ఐ మీన్ దట్ డేటాబేస్ డ్రైవర్ ఈస్ డౌన్ ఆర్ సంథింగ్. ఓకే. సో, బట్
Okay.
మనకు ఆ మెసేజ్ అనేది లాస్ అవ్వకూడదు. వన్స్
A
మనకు సోర్స్ నుంచి
persistent queue. Using the persistent queue, if the system crashed or restarted any shutdown means we are not losing any data, right?
persistence queue, transit queue is the different. That means, I mean, that one is whenever we trash the application, right? Suppose that message keep in
Okay.
using a persistent queue, that message will keep. Okay, that is fine. But that message is successfully delivered or not? How can we know?
Actually,
Hello.
active MQ, if it is there is some if uh, if the message delivered to success means it will not stored into the active MQ. If the message any failure condition means it will store into the uh, uh, active MQs.
Any point
Like
MQ,
we
sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. How? I mean, you have one acknowledgement, right? You know, any idea about the acknowledgement?
Acknowledgement,
Basically, in any point MQ have acknowledgement ACK and NACK. Okay. If
yeah.
suppose we need to log that values. Suppose that message is not up to reach to that connector, right? Again, we need to keep that message until 7 days. Okay.
Okay.
In
Okay.
any point MQ.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any idea about redelivery mechanism in queue? How many times we need to process that message? How we will configure in the queue subscriber?
No, I don't know.
Okay, fine. Okay. That's okay. That's for your current projects. Okay. We're working on JPMC, migration cost integration. Okay. Just a second. How you are familiar with data view, Trika?
Yeah, yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay. Okay. On one question in current project point of view, what I said, right? Suppose we receive the two JSON files. Okay. One is
Okay.
related to Venkat file, one is related to Srikanth, one is related to Kishore file. Okay. Our
Okay.
IDs are 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Okay.
Suppose I want to process only where ID equal 1 and 3. How can we process? Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you don't have any idea about that? Okay. Suppose okay, that's okay. And one more question on that, right? Oh, actually, I said initially, right? We have 1 MB file, 2 MB file. Suppose
Yeah.
I want, okay, I want to process only below 5 MB files.
Okay.
How can we filter? Basically, right? That size value will be also mentioned in the JSON file. Okay. Like
Yeah.
as a file size is 5 MB, file size is 2 MB, file size is 3 MB. Okay. In every file, they can mention that key. Okay. Now I want to transfer only wherever that our file's size is less than 5 MB.
Yeah, size of by using the size of we are going to.
No, no, no. I mean, I mentioned here clearly that key. I mentioned one keys we are adding in a JSON file. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
we need to process files based on that key only. Okay,
Okay.
okay, fine. What is the difference between map object and flux?
Like means it will transform the input object into the array. Map means it iterates the object like keys and values.
What is the final outcome
Object only.
for flux?
Yeah, right. Correct.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. No. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, second. Yeah. Suppose, okay, we have multiple flows. Okay, in our current
Okay.
project, I want to call you one flow in another flow. How can you can call?
Yeah, by using the flow reference
Just for
and
calling
also
point of view, you can use the flow reference. Okay. In
yeah,
data view point of, what I am asking is in the
look,
data view, I want to invoke one flow.
yeah,
Like you
lookup
suppose,
by using the
yeah,
lookup.
how can you call in lookup?
Lookup,
Okay, you
lookup
can look
function.
up, you can call as a flow name. You can
Yeah,
can add a payload like a
payload.
what
Yeah,
message we want. Okay, right?
yeah. Look,
Is it will be
open
work?
cases. Sorry.
It will be work directly.
By using the transform message, under transform message, we need to write this expression.
Okay, transfer message. Okay, fine. Okay, but see here, right? Whenever whatever the flows we need to call, right? We need to declare those for 1 second. Yeah, sorry, some sound disturbance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, fine. We'll win that one. What is the difference between reduce? What I mean? What is the reduce? Hello.
Yeah, yes.
You have any idea about reduce, update, match? At least you have idea, right? I mean, I'm not asking any deeply.
Yeah, I have idea.
Okay, fine. You can read it whenever you have free time. Okay. Mostly of the
Yeah,
real time, right? You can use the update max, update and reduce, map object. This type of functions only you can max you can use data
yeah.
viewpoint.
Map and map object.
Mm-hmm. Okay, come to RAML. Okay. What is the difference between traits and fragments?
Yeah, traits are nothing but a reusable assets. Whenever we have code reusability, we are going to apply this traits. Traits can apply in various aspects of the API like header, query parameter, and error response. And a fragment is nothing but a piece of code where we can use an multiple number of APIs. Like when we go with the functionality, when we have any reusable functionality means we will write the code and after that we will publish the into the exchange. Whenever required, we are going to call that fragment.
Is it possible to declare traits inside the fragments? I mean, what I'm saying is you are saying, right, that query params and your headers, right? You are mentioning in the trait and you can use it in the project, right? So
Yeah,
now I want to use across our organization with the same headers. Is it possible to declare in the fragments?
yeah, we need to publish it, then only they can access.
That's a good practice.
Yeah,
Mhm. Okay, one more question, Raman. Suppose I have four endpoints. Okay.
okay,
But I want to give the permission to access the respective endpoints to respective parts. Suppose we have account number endpoint, one is contact, one is address, and one is delivery. We have four endpoints. Okay.
okay,
So in this point of view, I want to give the permission to the account endpoint with only Srikanth. For
okay,
contact point, we can give the permission only to Kishore. For
okay,
Venkat, he want access all the endpoints. How can you configure?
okay. Before that, they need to provide the access, right?
No, no, no. I mean, in RAML level, we need to give the permission. We
Yeah,
need to design ourselves only. How can we give the permissions to the person?
permissions. I don't have idea.
Okay, okay, no problem. That is not that question. Okay.
Okay.
And also, you said you have experience on Mule 3.9 and for both, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. Okay, Srikanth, I want to check your resume. Actually, I check your first project only. And also, you have the experience in ETL also, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Transformation loading. Okay, Srikanth, you have any questions from? Have any doubts?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Thanks, Srikanth. You can prepare well. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Venkat.
Thanks.
Venkat, can I ask, can you please provide a feedback like how
Yeah,
would
sure. Definitely, I will give the feedback to Kishore. Okay.
okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.